So you're telling me that the AI that's meant to make everyone's job easier to manage just adds more to manage on top of the thousands of apps the IT department already manages? Funny how that works. Any business can add AI. IBM helps you scale and manage AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business. IBM.
Okay. Only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
The clock's running out on December deal drops at Lowe's, but there's still time to wrap up something they'll love. Shop great gifts under $50, like the DeWalt Elite Series 100-piece bit set. Plus, if you order by 2 p.m., you get same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Shop December deal drops while you can. Lowe's. We help, you save.
Amazon 5-Star Theater presents Real Customer Reviews performed by Ed Helms. Tonight's review, Tactical Jacket. I was living a simple life. Didn't get out much. Then, I bought this jacket, and everything changed. Women came flocking to me from lands domestic and foreign. On the 245-day sailboat voyage home, I was attacked by a shark. I knew it was the jacket he was after. Giving up the jacket in exchange for my life. 5 stars. Amazon customer 69. Shop the perfect gift this holiday on Amazon.
Life with CIDP can be tough, but the Thrive Team, a specialized squad of experts, helps people living with CIDP make more room in their lives for joy. Watch Rare, Well Done.
An all-new reality series, Rare Well Done, offers help and hope to people across the country who live with the rare disease CIDP. Watch the latest episode now, exclusively on rarewelldone.com.
I'm Heather Dubrow.
And I'm Terry Dubrow.
And we're going to keep this between us.
Sort of. Kind of.
I'm eating miso soup. Does everyone know my obsession? Have I ever talked about my obsession with miso soup?
No. Why don't you tell us?
By the way, we're recording from home. I know the sound is not as good as it usually is. I apologize in advance, but we'll be back in the studio next week. I am obsessed with miso soup. Is there one food that you eat? Because you like to eat the same thing every day. Like, I can't survive without miso soup.
I weirdly lately tuna.
You like chicken and pickles.
I like chicken and pickles, and I like tuna. I like tuna mixed with mustard and relish.
Lovely.
So good.
So good.
Yeah. But, you know.
I can't live without my miso soup. I don't drink coffee, but I love
mushroom coffee is my version of miso soup. I have it every day.
Your lion's mane coffee.
Lion's mane coffee.
You love that.
I love that. It's nonotropic, nonotropic, which is good for the brain.
That's what that means? Nonotropic?
Yeah.
Right.
Neurologically impactful. Yeah.
Nice.
And that's my go-to. I probably right now I have one in my pocket.
Oh, here you go. Not sponsored, but here it is.
Yeah.
You like the Four Sigmatic?
Four Sigmatic is delicious. It's good for your brain. It has not very much caffeine, but it gives you a little buzz, but it's good. This one's called Focus.
Focus. You sent me a protein shake earlier, and Nikki, our son, was standing next to me. And I go, Dad wants me to buy these for him. And he goes, absolutely not. Did you read the ingredients of those?
It's 140 calories. So why is that? And 40 grams of protein.
He said it was 200 and something calories per bottle.
Or even if it was 200.
Apparently there were a lot of seed oils.
Apparently 200 calories for 40 grams is pretty good. Okay.
A lot of seed oils. He didn't like it.
By the way, just so you know, that has 9 calories per gram.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, carbs have 5 calories per gram. And I think so does protein.
Okay.
So if it's 40 grams of protein, it has to be at least 200 calories, right?
A lot of math.
Yeah, so it can't be less than, if you want 440 grams, So would you please buy that for me? I don't care about the seed oil.
Yeah.
I want the seed oil because I wanted to dilute the microplastics that I'm interested in.
Don't make me choke. All right. Big day today. Big night tonight.
Oh, yes.
In the Dubrow household.
Yes.
So, okay. People have always asked, like, what other shows would you ever be on?
Right.
And I said, for me, like, I don't want to be naked. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be trapped on an island. I really don't want to dance with the stars. I don't want to, do traders. It's like, it feels very cold.
No.
You have to be away for a long time.
I don't want to do any other reality shows.
Yeah. You would actually do any show except Dancing with the Stars.
Name a show I would do. How about that?
You would do Traders.
Never.
Really?
Never.
No?
No.
Why not?
I'm not doing any reality shows. I've done enough reality shows. I'm a doctor. I think it's unbecoming.
Oh, you heard that here. So when they ask him to be on Traders, can we just
By the way,
rewind this?
I guarantee you I will never do Traders.
Okay.
Guarantee you. That's an instant no.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Would you go on for special ops forces?
No.
Me either. They're like drown them almost every day.
I wouldn't do Survivor. I wouldn't do...
No, I don't want to go on Survivor.
No. First of all, they couldn't pay me enough. Secondly,
I don't even think... Do they pay you?
I'm sure they pay us. I wouldn't do any reality show.
Do you like hair like this? Is this too curly for you?
No, it's cute. I like it.
Okay.
However...
Yes.
I would do any talk show.
Yes.
That was interesting.
Yes.
I would do any podcast where we're talking about me.
You, yes.
And I do a lot of, and I would do
game shows.
I would only do a game show if it was for charity.
Right.
And so are we telling the story about this?
So tell the story. So Terry got asked to do Celebrity Weakest Link. And I'm just going to tell the beginning because then
the audience doesn't know what Weakest Link is. They won't. It's shocking how many people don't remember Weakest Link.
Really?
Yeah. So why don't you explain the game show format?
Well, the Weakest Link is a really cool game show.
Started in England.
All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. With that English host.
Oh, really?
It was huge in England.
Came here.
Was
big here.
They brought her here. It was huge. And it's really difficult.
So it's like a number of people on stage and you're
9.
All right. 9 people. And it's an interesting game because you're answering trivia questions and you need to answer correctly to stay alive, but you don't want to be too strong because people can vote you off. So there's a strategy to it as well. So you have to be strong, but make alliances while you're standing there.
And it's timed. So they ask you very difficult general questions. Things from like, who's second from the left on Mount Rushmore? That's a typical question.
Right.
Or any question you can think of.
So they asked her. So now there's a new version that is Celebrity
hosted
by Jane Lynch. I interviewed her when I was co-hosting Good Day LA, I think.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. Yeah. So cool. And gave me the best advice ever. She told me always say yes. Anyway, Terry said yes. So they asked him to be on Celebrity Weakest Link. And I'm just going to tell you, he was so nervous about doing this. He's like, oh my God, what if I don't know? And there's no way to prep for this except there's one book. Someone wrote one book, Celebrity Weakest Link, and it's the tiniest little book, like from 1982.
Yeah.
Not really 1982, but it's like an old book.
I think it was from the 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So he studied the book, answered the questions.
And of course, it's everything you might be asked in Trivial Pursuit.
If you remember that game.
And a lot of pop culture. So anything that was in that book from the 80s, obviously, is not pertains to now. There was, it's a lot of technology, a lot of geography, a lot of history, science. And so this was called, 5 months before they asked me, would I be interested? And I thought, I don't want to do this. They said, oh, it's for charity. And I thought, I didn't want to do it because I'm a doctor and you're supposed to be smart as a doctor.
And if you come off stupid, that would be bad.
And the other thing is...
But also, it's like sort of a commonly known thing that when it's a celebrity version, they dumb it down a little bit, or is that not true?
I don't know. But anyway, so I didn't want to do it for that reason because I didn't want to look like an idiot. And then the second thing is doctors are very smart people generally and know a tremendous amount about a very narrow band of information. So we're not very well... even if we were well educated in college, we lost it after. I mean, think about it. I went to college for 4 years and then did postgraduate training literally for 11 years. 11
That's a long
years.
time.
Okay. So I did 4 years of med school. I did more. 4 years of med school, 7 years of general surgery training, 2 years of plastic surgery training. Okay. So you're literally living. I mean, I didn't even watch I never watched an episode of Friends.
Right.
Not one or Seinfeld, because when I was in general surgery, Friends and Seinfeld were on. So I never saw a single episode, not one.
Wow.
Yeah, because you live in the hospital when you're a general surgery resident.
Right.
Anyway, so I didn't want to go on there and look like an idiot. So I said, I don't want to do this. You and I talked about it. And we said, well, it's for charity. And then
You thought they dumbed it down.
And it's like one of those things where, like you see a couple that you haven't seen for a long time in a restaurant. You go, hey, we should get together. Let's make plans.
Drunk plans.
Drunk plans. It was
it
was like 5 months from now. And I thought, okay, I said yes, because it's for charity. And I thought, well, it'll never come 5 months from now.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it starts to, become 4 months, 3 months. And now I really, really, really don't want to do it. And I'm losing sleep over it. I'm going to look like, and it's on Fox. It's on national television. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then I start going, oh my gosh, I can't get out of it now because it's for charity. What's my charity going to be? And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks before I go, I better start doing some kind of preparation. So I went to YouTube, looked up Weakest Link, and it's a really difficult game show. Plus, the host, in this case, Jay Lynch, makes fun of you, rags on you, and they're really insulting, but funny insulting. And so anyway, I went to ChatGPT. I'm going on Weakest Link, asked me questions, and ChatGPT asked me a bunch of questions. So I did some bit of study for it. But anyway, here it comes. Now I have to go do it. And so I show up and I go, but what is the theme? I know it's doctors. And it turned out to be.
So was it all medical doctors?
So there's 9 people, that you're competing against 8. And it was television doctors. And it's the season finale.
Okay, so season finale is this the first season of this show? All right, so it's the season finale, so they must think it's good, or does it just work out that way? They knew it was going to be the season finale.
I don't know.
All right, so
no, they were filming more after me.
Oh,
no.
All right, so it must be a good episode. So season finale, Weakest Link, you and 8 other doctors.
TV doctors. So I get there, and it's a giant, big budget game show production.
Were you worried Paul was going to be there?
No, I didn't think they'd pick me and Paul. And plus, Paul's dumb. By the way, if Paul was there, I'd be really happy. Because I know I wouldn't be the weakest link. He certainly would be the weakest link for me. Anyway, so I show up and I get there, and it turns out it's 3 real doctors and 5 actors who play doctors on TV.
Okay, can you name them?
Yeah. So
who are the real doctors?
Dr. Pimple Popper,
Sandra Lee,
me, and Will Kirby.
And who's Will Kirby?
Will Kirby's a really smart, absolutely great looking dermatologist who became famous on Big Brother.
Oh.
He won maybe season 1 of Big Brother. Like that. Giantly famous.
Okay.
And he was like the villain, I guess. And what a nice guy, by the way. And then he went back on Big Brother several times. And he actually is a businessman now. I don't even think he practices medicine anymore. But he owns like Dr. Tadoff, these chains of laser things.
Oh, interesting.
Very, very smart, very nice guy. Sandra Lee, Dr. Pimple Popper is one charming and wonderful and smart.
I love her. She was on my podcast years ago. She's so sweet.
And then 5 actors. Okay, one actor, I can't remember any of their names.
Okay.
One actor has been on like 27 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
Okay. But not a Dreamy or Steamy.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, and even got a spinoff.
Okay.
Another actress who was on Chicago Med.
Okay.
Then another one who was on House.
Okay.
There was this movie, Cal and Penn, I think it was. It was a funny movie, and they smoked marijuana. Anyway, and then 2 other guys who were on like Chicago Med or anyway, other medical shows.
Okay. So you get there.
Yeah, I get there, and apparently they warn you there's a strategy to playing this because after each sort of session, everybody gets together and votes off a person, and as the weakest link, and so you vote, and then so you're encouraged to talk to the other game players and strategize as to who you're going to throw off.
Right.
Second chances are for your closet, not your ex. So whether it's the quiet luxury piece you bought before remembering you're actually a maximalist, or those flats you never quite broke in, the best place to give them a second chance is The Real Real. I am so excited to share that this podcast is sponsored by The Real Real, the best place to shop and sell authenticated luxury bags, clothing, watches, and so much more. I have shopped and sold at The Real Real, which is great because I can use my earnings for something special and new to me. I love scouring The Real Real for new pieces. P.S. There are 10,000 new items every day, and they do their daily drops at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. EST. Resale is for second chances. The killer heels that killed your feet, jewelry that your ex bought you, whatever it is, consigning with The Real Real is the best way to let go of something that's no longer you and get paid for it. So if you need more closet space, don't stop shopping. Start selling and make room for pieces that actually feel like you. The Real Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like The Real Real. And this month, you can get an extra $100 site credit when you sell for the first time. Just go to therealreal.com/Dubrow to get your extra $100. therealreal.com/Dubrow. That's therealreal.com/Dubrow.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
Breaking news, everybody. Not everything is terrible. I repeat, not everything is terrible. The Ripple Effect with Jenna Kim Jones is proof that the internet, it hasn't ruined humanity entirely.
Let me start by saying it's a great day to be a gray shirt. Team Rubicon, it truly is a team. Those folks, myself included, all had one desire, which is helping folks in disaster, trying to be a little bit of hope in a really, really bad situation.
It's like magic, you guys. So put down your doom scroller and pick up your faith in humanity and join me, Jenna, for the Ripple Effect. It's a reminder that you can start a ripple that changes everything. You really can.
We give just that nugget of hope, helping other people. For some of our gray shirts, it's during a time when they need help, and by helping others, it helps them.
Listen to The Ripple Effect with Jenna Kim Jones on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The clock's running out on December deal drops at Lowe's, but there's still time to wrap up something they'll love. Shop great gifts under $50, like the DeWalt Elite Series 100-piece bit set. Plus, if you order by 2 p.m., you get same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Shop December deal drops while you can. Lowe's, we help, you save.
'Tis the season for identity theft. This time of year, most of us are checking off our holiday gift lists. But guess what? Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on them. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second and alerts you to threats you could miss by yourself, even if you keep an eye on your bank and credit card statements. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. And all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. The last thing you want to do this holiday season is face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or other financial losses from identity theft all alone. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock and use promo code IHEART. Or go to LifeLock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
At the very beginning, Dr. Pimple Popper and Will come into my dressing area, and they go, "So what's our strategy?" And Will, I think, or someone said, "Well, let's kick them all off."
The actors.
The actors. And they go, how? I said, let's do an alphabetical order. So we'll start with, A, B, C, we'll move all the way down to C. That's based on their last names.
Okay.
So, and the actors had no strategy. And it actually becomes a storyline on the show. Anyway, so you get there, I'm nervous. Well,
it's hard. You're answering questions.
Yeah.
There's a buzzer, right?
And there's rounds.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to be, my goal is I just don't want to be kicked
Vote
off
first
in the first 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's always, because that's embarrassing.
Yes. So we get there and they make you go, it's a real game show and there's real money. And because of that movie thing happened, the quiz show back in the 50s,
right. Yeah.
Scandal, you spend 1 hour meeting with lawyers. They show you a video. You document, you sign papers that say you're aware of the game rules.
You're not cheating.
You're not cheating. You're not allowed, but you walk through, I think, a thing that makes sure you don't have your phone with you, a scanner. It's big time.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we get there and we said, okay, we're going to vote up the doctors. And then we get on the set and Jane Lynch comes out and the Fox writers, I wish I had these writers on Botch. I don't have any writers on Botch. The insults are brilliantly funny. I found myself cracking. And she comes out in a white coat with gloves. Who's going to get their rectal exam today? Who's going to do this? Who? And then when you go through a round, the insults, Dr. Dubrow, obviously you missed half of the first year of medical school. These kind of big, funny, really interesting insults. And anyway, they give the practice round. And I have this little phenomenon that I call stress amnesia.
Right.
Where if I'm in a strange environment and I see someone, like let's say it's my office manager, walks up and I'm with a friend of mine, I can't remember my office manager's name.
It's a very common thing. People do that even with their kids. They can be with their kids sometimes. Someone comes up, they're like, oh, they don't even remember their kids'
Exactly.
names.
So I have it when it comes, like, if somebody asks me, what's the name of this? You're concerned you're going to look like an idiot. So in the practice round, okay, they're going by to get us familiar with the format. And the first question she asks me is, if you want to put in your phone FUCK and it puts in DUCK, that's an example of, and I went,
autocorrect.
Yeah. And I went, oh, it's when your phone does a thing and it fixes it for you. And and you got to move on because, the way it works is if you get it wrong, it goes back down to 0. The money accumulates. And so you got to move on and there's a clock ticking.
Right.
So I go, and I go pass. And she goes, I go text, even though I know I was wrong, so I can move on. She goes, wrong, autocorrect. I went, oh my God, here comes stress. My first practice question, I had stress amnesia.
That was the practice round.
The practice round.
Okay, so you do a quick practice
round. Do a quick practice round, and then I get the next one right, and the next one right. And I go, okay, I missed 1 out of 3. That's not too bad. And then we start.
Okay.
And then
now it's game on.
Now it's game on. So, you have to watch it, but just a quick story about, so for the first round, for example, it goes to the girl on I'm the second person. The person on the right of me, the first person, is the girl from Chicago Med. And with all due respect, not the brightest bulb.
We did it.
In the lab, okay? And she I think, we kept her all the rounds because we wanted her to lose, right? Well, no, we kept her because she was the last in the alphabetical order. That's right. So anyway, I go and I get them all right. And in round 1, I was the strongest link.
Okay.
In round 1, she was the weakest link. Anyway, so we start voting them off in alphabetical order. And the actors can't figure out what we're doing. Because there seems to be no rhyme or reason why we're all voting for the exact same people.
Right, because you have to show who you voted for.
You have to show who you voted for,
right.
And then they ask you why. And of course, you got to make up something silly. And then we go all the way down. Should I give what happens? Because it's now, by the time people hear this, the show's been on. All right, so round 1, I get them all right. I'm the strongest link. Round 2, I think I get them all right. I'm the strongest link. Then round 3, I miss 1. Round 4, I miss 1. And then round 5. And then it gets down to, we get rid of all the actors.
So now it's the 3.
So, and they figure out, how did they get rid of all the actors? We did it in alphabetical order.
Okay, so you get rid of all the actors.
So we get rid of all the actors, and it's left with me, Will Kirby, and Pimple Popper.
So now, now you got to cannibalize each other.
So now we got to cannibalize. So I'm looking at Dr. Pimple Popper, trying to give her a look like, let's get rid of him, and she's not looking at me. And I go, well, don't we all need a break? He goes, yeah, this is where you get a natural. You can get a break up until this point.
Okay.
No break because they want us to talk. So we're all standing up there, and I go to Sandra. I go, don't you have to go to the bathroom? No, I'm good. I go, don't you want a cup of coffee? No, I'm good. I go, don't you want a glass of water? She goes, I'm good. I go, why don't you get a cup of coffee with me? She goes, okay. And as we're walking out in a single line, it's me, Sandra in front of me, and then Will behind me. I go, Sandra, and she turns back to look at me, and I just look at her like this, like this expression, like, I don't say anything. And she looks at me, she goes, done. She knew exactly what I meant.
She's the coolest.
I know. So we do the next round, and then we vote off Kirby, and then it's me and Dr. Pimple Popper in the finals.
In the finals.
Okay.
So, by the way, I haven't heard from him this whole time because they can't have their phones.
Right. So it goes to the finals. In the finals, there's no time. You have as much time as you need. And they ask you all these questions. She gets like 6, I get 6. And we're both doing actually quite poorly. We're missing a lot in the finals.
By the way, if you DVR'd this episode of Weakest Link,
it's shorter than this.
No, I was going to say this is a spoiler right here. So if you don't want to know what happened,
right. If you don't want to know what happened,
fast forward.
Okay, so then it comes down. We're sort of tied in our poor performance. And then the final question, if I get the next question right, I win Celebrity Weakest Link.
Okay.
And, Dr. Pimple Popper had gotten during the course of the thing, had gotten 2 medical questions.
And you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah. She got asked, if you're having carpal tunnel surgery, is it surgery done at the elbow, shoulder, wrist, or foot?
Right.
It's oh, really? And then Will got asked, I believe a couple of questions that were in dermatology.
Really?
Yes.
Isn't that weird?
Really basic questions that even, anybody would know, but particularly a doctor and dermatologist know. So the final question I get, if you get this right, Dr. Dubrow. I go, yes. She goes, if a person is having dialysis, what organ is not working? And I thought, did I just get asked a medical question to be one of the easiest medical questions in the history of medical questions?
Did you pause too long? I would be scared. I would have.
No, I went, oh, I thought I just won Celebrity Weakest Link. And so I go, well, let me see. And what I should have said was, my father was on dialysis. And
weren't you trained?
No, not this last.
You had time.
You had time. Okay. They want you to sort of. And instead, I should have. My father's on dialysis is really hard. I feel for everybody. I should have done that kind of thing.
But you didn't.
No, I went. Oh, duh. Let me think. Could it be my big toe? No. She goes, final answer. I go, no. And then I went, kidney. She goes, you are the winner of Celebrity Weakest Link. I won. And then, they do these after interviews, and they go, who do you want to, what's Heather going to think? And I go, I don't know, let's find out. And I went on FaceTime.
So he FaceTimes me. By the way, on camera, thankfully, I looked like this and not
how
no
I
warning. Could look,
right.
Alternatively.
Not after the gym or whatever.
Right.
Oh, you look it after. So I FaceTime you and I go, I won. And I was just so relieved that I didn't get kicked off and look like an idiot after 2 or 3 rounds, but I won Celebrity Weakest Link.
Yes, you did. You are not the weakest link.
I am not the stupidest doctor
on television. Excellent.
Yes.
There it is. Very exciting.
Yeah. So I was very surprised how good looking Will Kirby is, but no one knows who he is, right? I guess not anyway, but I mean, what an extraordinarily handsome man.
Really? Good hair, right?
Very, very good hair.
Yeah, it's always about the hair.
Yeah. And just 6'4", really sort of beautiful guy.
Is he the laser away guy?
He's the laser away guy.
Oh, I go there.
And then that was it. So I won.
Proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Job.
Just didn't want to look like an idiot, and I won Celebrity.
You did it. You're a smarty pants.
Yeah. And so I made some money for the Trevor project.
Yeah, isn't that cool? How much money did they give you?
I think I only made $125,000.
$125,000 is a lot of money.
No, but you could have made over $1 million.
Oh, if the pot got up high enough?
Yeah, we couldn't get the TV doctors, whether you're an actor or a real doctor, not very good on game shows.
No?
No, none of us were.
Well, game shows really have like
People
thing
who
for
are-
them.
yeah.
You have to be just good at that kind of thing. It's surprising to me that they have a celebrity version now of Name That Tune. Because to
Yeah.
me, Name That Tune
Hard.
is an incredibly difficult show. And I don't know if our listeners remember that show. I don't think it was on when it was before my time.
It was definitely my time.
Yeah. And it was like you would do these competitions and then you would earn points to see how many notes you get. And then you go, I can name that tune. They would tell you, you'd answer questions about the song
Yeah.
that would give you clues. And then you go, I can name that tune in 8 notes.
Yeah.
And then your competitor go, well, I can name that tune in 6 notes. And sometimes they would get it down to like 2 notes.
One note.
And they
How
go, name that tune.
And where people can actually sometimes name it in one note.
I know.
How is that
Eric
a
Jade
thing?
was just on there.
Really? How'd
Yeah.
you do?
I don't know. I just saw like an ad for it.
I'd be pretty good at name that tune.
You would?
I think so.
I don't have that kind of
I-
musical knowledge. Please, my Spotify rap for the year, I got age 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know anything.
So yeah, I was very pleased and I didn't look like an idiot too much. And I mean, the questions were one of the questions I got wrong is, what country borders, Ethiopia and the something sea? And I went, oh God, geography. I don't know geography, but pretty much most of the others I got. What is the thing you put your arrow in? When you're using a bow and arrow, the thing you store out?
The quiver.
The quiver.
Yeah.
Quiver, yeah. And then and Jane Lynch was very funny.
Good
So
job, honey.
Yeah, very, very
Good
pleased.
job. Very proud of you. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
Breaking news, everybody. Not everything is terrible. I repeat, not everything is terrible. The Ripple Effect with Jenna Kim Jones is proof that the internet, it hasn't ruined humanity entirely.
Clean the world. We have almost 10,000 hotels that operate our soap and plastic recycling program. And we have created and distributed 90 million free bars of soap to children, families, mothers in 127 countries across the globe.
It's like magic, you guys. So put down your doom scroller and pick up your faith in humanity and join me, Jenna, for the Ripple Effect. It's a reminder that you can start a ripple that changes everything. You really can.
Best stat of all is that the death rate to children under the age of 5 dying to hygiene-related illnesses has decreased by more than 60% since the day we started.
Listen to The Ripple Effect with Jenna Kim Jones on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The clock's running out on December deal drops at Lowe's, but there's still time to wrap up something they'll love. Shop great gifts under $50, like the DeWalt Elite Series 100-piece bit set. Plus, if you order by 2 p.m., you get same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Shop December deal drops while you can. Lowe's, we help, you save.
'Tis the season for identity theft. This time of year, most of us are checking off our holiday gift lists. But guess what? Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on them. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second and alerts you to threats you could miss by yourself, even if you keep an eye on your bank and credit card statements. If your identity is stolen, your own US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. And all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. The last thing you want to do this holiday season is face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or other financial losses from identity theft all alone. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock and use promo code IHEART. Or go to lifelock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
Hey, audiobook lovers. This week on the podcast, I'm sitting down with musician, producer, and walking encyclopedia, Questlove. We're talking about Mark Ronson's memoir, Night People, How to Be a DJ in 90s New York City. All right, like we talked about before, Mark Ronson found sanctuary in the DJ booth. What's a tool or piece of equipment in the studio or on stage that gives you the most control?
So I have 2 microphones on stage. Mm-hmm. We have the microphone that you hear as the audience. Then we have a second microphone in which we communicate with each other. I feel like that second microphone kind of saved all of our friendships. No band likes each other after 20 years or 25 years. Like the Beatles broke up in 7.5 years, and we're going on 35.
Listen to Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now we are downsloping or upsloping towards the holidays.
Yeah, you know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
I'm looking forward to that time in the holidays where everything closes. Like,
Yeah.
our TV shows are on hiatus.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing much of anything.
Yeah.
And just like, I just want to sort of just be home
With the kids.
with work out, have all the kids home, work out every day.
Yeah.
And the weather in December in Los
You know
Angeles
it's going to be 80 degrees this week?
is so amazing. I can't tell you how many times in my life growing up here that my buddy and I would meet on Santa Monica Beach and go for a run with our shirts off on December 25th. It was like, I have so many memories. We would do, it was our thing. Hey, meet me in Santa Monica. We'd run on the sand December 25th, and it'd be like, 78 and not a cloud in the
Isn't that
sky.
amazing? I remember my first year in LA. I remember on New Year's Day, it was so hot.
Yeah.
So hot.
We literally have the best weather in the world.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
convinced.
That's why we pay the taxes.
Yeah, you pay
It's
for
fair.
it, that's for sure.
What are you looking forward to for Christmas? Do you want anything?
Yeah, I want my family not to spend any money on
Yes,
anything.
I know that.
Yeah. I don't like, me, I don't like gifts.
Yep.
I want literally nothing. I wouldn't mind. There's a couple things weirdly I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I'm not into clothes,
Tell.
but I sort of want
You want some theory clothes.
some theory clothes
Oh, I know that.
a little bit.
But I
And
need to take you to do that. I can't buy
yeah,
that for you.
and I
Making a note.
would have wanted the new iPhone, but we got it. I
Yep.
just am so afraid to turn it on.
You haven't turned it on?
No, it's sitting right there. I'm afraid to turn it on because it took you 2 days.
I got to tell you something. Not only did it take me 2 days, this was one of those, sometimes you get a new phone and it's just like an easy sitch. This was so painful. And even now, like remembering some of the passwords and things, like I don't understand why it doesn't just all go
Right.
over.
And now, because I do shows on TikTok Live
Mhm.
where
You and Kim Kardashian.
where me and Kim Kardashian, where I do Console Health and Console Beauty, our skincare, and if I lose access to my phone, like I have a show after this for 2 hours on TikTok Live, which I really enjoy doing. People are so crazy nice, in the comments. And it's funny because you look at the live show and you tell about the product, and TikTok is great because, there's no shipping costs.
Right.
And there's no TV station, so you can lower your prices so much on your products. And you can interact with people
Yeah.
live. They ask you questions. And then there'll be some guy who will say to me, well, if your products make you look so good, why do you look so bad? And then I say to everybody, I tell the room, hey, this guy just said I look so bad. You guys think I look that bad? They go, "You're a loser. Get out here."
I know. People are very sweet.
I love that. So
it's just so interesting how TikTok Live has now become the new shopping channel.
it's the future of online marketing,
right?
TikTok Live.
Very interesting.
Very.
It's very nice to have that feedback from people, though, that live feedback. I'll tell you what's annoying me about this gift receiving holiday this year is the lab diamonds.
Oh,
I know.
by the way, thank you.
Lab
Whoever
diamonds.
invented lab diamonds, I feel like buying them a lab diamond. I want to buy them a gift because one of my pet peeves
I know.
is
We don't,
diamonds.
we don't need to take the dive into the diamonds.
Okay.
I know. We know.
Yeah. So lab diamond, thank you. It now made mined natural diamonds a thing of the past.
Yeah.
It made them completely what they always were anyway, worthless.
So there's this huge jeweler in Newport Beach called Lugano Diamonds.
Yeah.
And I just sad, but I just heard they went out of business. And they were like one of those pinnacle places where people bought major jewelry. And I mean, you just can't compete.
I'm just shocked that mined diamonds, natural diamonds, had as long a run as it did because it was such a fraud.
So do you think jewelry in general is just going to be?
I think for design jewelry is probably better now because if
Meaning like Van Cleef, Cartier.
Because now if you're not going to spend the money on the cut, the clarity, the color, and the
Now it's about the design.
It's about the design. Yeah. So like if I was going to buy, I certainly wouldn't want to buy you a big diamond anymore. So I'd buy you some nice thing from Van Cleef, which we really like.
Do you think those houses will end up using lab diamonds eventually?
I don't see why they wouldn't. Why would they even want to spend all that money?
And how would we even know? I remember years ago that Diane Sawyer did an expose piece on fake jewelry.
Right.
And she had gotten a piece of jewelry from her husband. I thought it was Bulgari.
Right.
But I could be wrong about that.
Diamonds.
And it was gemstones and they weren't real. Yeah, crazy.
The problem is you can't tell lab diamonds from mined diamonds unless you shine a certain light on it.
There's one machine.
It's the light refraction or something.
It's some special machine that costs like $20,000,
Yes.
but you can't tell with a loupe.
No.
And they have those little pointer things that they can touch diamonds with that say if they're real or not. That it doesn't know.
Well, that's because they're identical.
Right.
Natural.
You want to know what's so funny though? Speaking of jewelry, I forgot to tell this story about BravoCon. Do you remember we were walking out of BravoCon? I'm not going to say who this is, but one of the people that runs BravoCon was standing there and we went up to her and we were talking to her. We were saying goodbye. We were about to leave. And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm like sweating. I'm so nervous. Someone lost a Cartier bracelet and we found it and it's in my pocket. It's like a $60,000 bracelet. I don't know what to do. I don't know whose it is or whatever." And I go, "Let me see it." So she pulls it out of her pocket and I go, "Oh, that's fake. Don't worry."
Yeah.
Because I own it.
I know.
And it was the wrong shape.
I know. So either they're going to get it back and be bummed because they're going to tell them, "Well, it's fake anyway."
It's not real, dear.
Or they're going to give it back to them in front of their friend and their friend's going to find out they were already fake.
Right? It's so funny.
Yeah.
I just didn't want her to worry that she was carrying this expensive piece of jewelry around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not so much.
So if you haven't watched Celebrity Weakest Link, you might want to watch it.
You can watch it.
It's very funny. I mean, she really makes fun of us in a very funny way. Do you ever watch anything live anymore? Ever?
No.
No. Is there such thing as live?
Yes.
What's live? When does a show just come out at 9 and you watch it? Only on regular television.
You mean on the?
When was the last time you watched something when it was programmed to come out?
Award shows.
Award shows, true.
You don't even
Sports?
do that though.
I don't like award shows.
No, he just watches to fight. He looks on X and sees who won.
Yeah.
Sometimes I enjoy award shows. It depends. If people are performing and stuff, I enjoy that. Or if it's a particular year where, it's a bunch of TV shows that I've watched or like movies that I love. Like this year, I'm sure, there's going to be some wicked performances at the Golden Globes or the Oscars. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here. And again, congratulations, honey.
Thank you very much.
You are not the weakest link.
This is Eva Longoria from Hungry for History with Eva Longoria and Maite Gomez Rejon. Like the song says, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and also a wonderfully busy one. All that merriment can weigh down even Santa's sleigh, so keep it wonderful by keeping yourself wonderful with a crisp, cold Coca-Cola. Pause for fizzy joy. Look out for yourself, and then look out for everyone else. And together, we'll make this season as wonderful as it's meant to be. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Refresh your holidays.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Amazon 5-Star Theater presents Real Customer Reviews, performed by Ed Helms. Tonight's review, Tactical Jacket. I was living a simple life. Didn't get out much. Then, I bought this jacket, and everything changed. Women came flocking to me from lands domestic and foreign. On the 245-day sailboat voyage home, I was attacked by a shark. I knew it was the jacket he was after. Giving up the jacket in exchange for my life. 5 stars. Amazon customer 69. Shop the perfect gift this holiday on Amazon.
You know what a girl's best friend is? Not diamonds, her lawyers.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy comes a fiery new legal drama
It's our own boutique. Women representing women.
you can't afford to miss.
Make it rain.
Showtime, ladies.
Stand up straight. And breeze into that room like a storm no one saw coming.
Hulu original series All's Fair, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus. For bundle subscribers, terms apply.
Running a business is hard enough. Don't make it harder with a dozen apps that don't talk to each other. One for sales, another for inventory, a separate one for accounting. That's software overload. Odoo is the all-in-one platform that replaces them all. CRM, accounting, inventory, e-commerce, HR. Fully integrated, easy to use, and built to grow with your business. Thousands have already made the switch. Why not you? Try Odoo for free at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.